Robert? What are you doing?
Are we alone?
Oh, you have to excuse me. I'm not used to near strangers sort of popping out of my bedroom like that. But I do remember this face.
I hope you remember more than that.
Oh, yeah, I do. Come here. Yes, we are alone. Tiffany left, but she made some coffee over there if you can chew it.
Listen, would you, mind a suggestion?
Not if it's erotic.
Well, that too. But when are you moving into your new place?
Soon. What's the matter? Are you in a hurry?
No, I'm not in a hurry. It's just not very ladylike, schlepping in and out of here in the middle of the night, particularly in the throes of passion.
I see. Well, ladylike has never been particularly appealing to me, especially in the throes of passion. You want to schlep out and have lunch?
Oh, I'd love to, but I can't. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to be someplace right about now.
What's the rush, Connie? You got to go run and hold Hector Gerald's hand?
Checking out, Amy.
How'd it go, Dr. Putnam?
Well, the patient's in recovery now. It was a difficult surgery, but I think we'll get good results.
Dr. Putnam, do you have a minute?
Sure.
Good, because I am working with a really tricky semilunar cartilage on the right knee, and I need your advice.
All right. Excuse us, Amy.
Oh. Why are you deliberately avoiding me?
I'm not avoiding you, Natalie. You just heard me telling Amy I had a surgery and it was rough going.
That surgery was 2 hours ago. You were deliberately avoiding me.
That's not true, but if that's what you want to think, fine. Now, what do you want?
You know quite well what I want. Have you thought about what I ordered done to Celia?
At this moment, I'm putting on my wristwatch, and it indicates that it's quite late.
Do you have to get up now?
Darling, I'm already up. Have been. For quite a while.
What on earth for?
Well, you see, I'm at my best first thing in the morning.
Well, I wouldn't agree with that exactly. Good, but not best.
You're too kind. Actually, I've been earning a living.
Already?
Hmm? I spoke to the WSB, I spoke to headquarters, and, what else did I do? Oh, yeah. I freshly squeezed some orange juice for you downstairs.
I'm beholden.
Least I could do. You did something else last night.
Now I shall blush.
You were, really wide.
Well, giddy is a better term for it. Winning does that to me.
Hmm. From what I gather, you and Spencer cut quite a number on the crap table.
Who told you that?
Oh, I heard it from someone. You both made real spectacles of yourself.
Robert, you having me watched?
Not you. The casino.
Well, that's the same as having me watched, and I don't like it.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yes, you should be the sort of a spy following me around. I hate that.
You're making too much of it, Holly. Drop it.
You drop it, too. Because believe me, I was no spectacle. Neither was he.
So are you going to answer the question?
Which one?
Oh, don't give me which one. You know I really hate it when you play dumb. Don't do that. The question. Why are you running over to the campus to hold an old professor's hand?
Well, you're not exactly in the best position to discuss hand-holding.
Meaning?
Meaning you and Holly last night.
Don't change the subject. And besides that, I mean, we never even touched each other, did we?
Honey, you didn't have to. The looks you exchanged spoke volumes very loudly.
That's interesting.
No, it was obvious.
No. I mean, it's interesting you noticed. And that you bring it up right now. I have to go. Oh, listen, would you mind, before you leave for your other job, just turning the latch?
Sure.
And would you do another thing for me?
And what is that?
Would you tell Robert that I am eternally grateful for the fact that he didn't make a fool out of himself again last night by busting me or trying to so-called raid my casino? I guess that means he got what he wanted, huh?
Yeah, I guess it does.
I guess it does. Ciao, baby.
Robert, hi, it's Connie. I'm in Luke's apartment. He just made quite a remark. Look, he is on to the whole thing. Know everything. My being an agent, working with you, everything. Look, I've got this place to myself right now. I'm going to go through it with a fine-tooth comb. Yeah, I'll call you as soon as I find something. Bye.
I want an answer.
I can't go through with what you suggested.
Oh, that's what I thought. Well, very well. Let me point out to you that number one, it was not a suggestion, it was a direct order. And number two, you will go through with it exactly as I directed.
I'm telling you it won't work, Natalie. I'd be the first person they'd suspect.
That doesn't follow.
Yes, it does. The husband is always under suspicion, especially where the wife is a rich woman like Celia.
All right, so you would be questioned.
Yes.
Even as you say, under suspicion. But that doesn't mean that you would be charged with the crime.
No.
Let me finish. Even if you were charged, you would certainly have a foolproof alibi. You've been trained to be totally enterprising and resourceful.
I have been trained as a mole, Natalie. A spy, not a killer.
You've also been trained to do your duty. Hasn't it been pounded into you from the very first that if the time came for you to act, you must?
We're not talking about some enemy agent. We're talking about my wife.
Who she is beside the point. The fact is plain. You were stupid enough to let her see the disc, and now you must correct your blunder. Celia must be eliminated.
Natalie, I swear, Celia doesn't know a thing.
She saw the disc.
But she hasn't made any connection.
But she will. And that's precisely why you must follow my order. Kill her.
No.
Are you defying me?
I damn sure am. I won't do it.
Doctor, by the way, I meant to ask you two on the other case that we were... Doctor! Don't you dare ever walk away from me again.
Don't you think you'd better let go of my arm, Natalie? This is hardly the way a therapist confers with a doctor.
I don't give a damn what it looks like. I'm still your field director, and you will do what I order exactly when I order it. Is that understood?
Perfectly. But I
don't want to hear any buts. Do you understand my order? Your wife must die.
Will you consider something for a minute?
What?
If any suspicion were to fall on me, it would only hurt our cause. Surely you understand that.
That's just a chance we'll have to take.
No, we don't have to take it. That's my point. It's too big a risk. If I come under suspicion, I will be followed day and night. If I'm charged with a crime, I could be sitting for months awaiting trial, sitting in jail, unable to act. Don't you understand what I'm saying? I'd be completely helpless with our mission.
That's a valid point, I admit.
Yes. Then we agree. Celia cannot be eliminated.
I agree to nothing of the kind. It's simply a question of how it happens.
I don't understand.
Seize on a moment when her death will look like an accident.
I could be waiting forever for such a chance.
I realize that. Still, there is another alternative.
What?
Control her with drugs.
For how long?
As long as necessary. The point is, she must not be a threat.
Oh, Edward, I'm glad you're here.
Well, is that so surprising? I do live here.
Yes, no, I just meant that
One day,
I'd
the
like you to
one
show
lousy day we have together, and you ruin it, hello, Celia, by telling me that you think it's a good idea to have Heather move into the gatehouse.
Will you just stand still for 5 seconds? Just listen to reason. Hello, Celia.
I am not going to listen to reason. I'm going to tell you that she's not moving into the gatehouse. Furthermore, she's not moving anywhere near this place.
Can't you two find a neutral corner for your bickering?
We're not bickering. We're having a casual
Oh,
conversation.
casual, my foot.
Oh, casual, my foot. Why don't you listen to me for once?
Excuse me, Celia. I better try to calm those two down, or at least referee.
Hi.
Hello?
Kind of busy around here.
Very.
You living here, or are you still at the hotel?
We're still at the hotel, although Edward says pretty soon they'll be done with the East Wing, so we'll be moving in here shortly.
I know.
What do you mean, you know? How could you possibly?
Well, I checked it out. The wing, I mean.
How thoughtful.
Could you tell me something?
What?
Don't you ever think about, us? Don't get upset. Don't you ever think about us?
Never.
No memories.
I don't remember a thing.
You know, I got a remedy for that. Jog your memory just like that. Does that help your memory?
Robert, Professor Gerald is here. Can I offer you some coffee?
What? Oh, no, thank you very much. Robert, I want to talk to you.
Of course.
Excuse me.
You seem disturbed, Professor. Has there been any trouble?
I'm deeply troubled, Robert. Fact is, I didn't sleep all night. I'm still worried about the disc. You may recall my telling you that I wasn't certain before. Thank you. I wasn't certain before when the disc might explode. Now I find that if the disc is exposed to the right, how shall I put this so that you can understand? If the disc is exposed to a combination of elements that act upon it in that way, it could explode much sooner than I thought.
How soon?
I'm not certain. I don't have to remind you that the detonation could be cataclysmic. It could kill a great many innocent people.
I can see why you're disturbed.
I'm more than that, Robert. I'm determined. You must persuade the World Security Bureau to let the public know that the disc is missing and the potential danger.
Professor, look, you know the WSB position on that. They're not about to inform the public for fear of creating widespread panic.
I'm aware of that. But panic is preferable to the deaths of hundreds of people. Now, Robert, in the name of humanity, the WSB must reverse itself. The public must be warned.
Look, I appreciate your concern, but I can't say that your views are going to prevail here. I'll call Ballantyne now, and I'll tell him about, well, there's a possibility of an imminent explosion.
My views must prevail. We're talking about human life, Robert.
I'm aware of that. And I know of your concern. Look, all I can do is just keep on searching for the disc. In the meantime, with this current news, I'll call Ballantyne and give him the information.
All right, please do so immediately.
I will.
Hey, Luke.
Hi, Amy. Would you let Natalie know that I'd like to see her, please?
Uh-huh, but she's with the patient.
Amy, this is important.
Well, I will call her and tell her that she rarely cuts her therapy sessions short.
That'll be fine. I'll wait for her in the lounge.
Okay.
Oh, hi there. You forgot something.
Hello?
Celia?
Yes, what is it?
Well, did something happen? I was going to show you the upstairs wing, and all of a sudden you and Jimmy Lee were gone.
Edward, how can you possibly let that person in your house?
I assume you're talking about Jimmy Lee.
Yes, I hate him. I can't tell you how much I loathe that.
Well, you are all right, aren't you?
Yes, I'm fine, but I swear he is impossible.
Yeah, well, that seems to be a widely held opinion. Could you hold on for a moment? Monica would like to talk to you. Apparently, Jimmy Lee upset her.
Thank you very much.
Celia. Monica, I'm sorry I ran off. I just couldn't stand one more minute with you-know-who.
Yes, well, we understand, Celia, and we sympathize with you. Really, we do. And believe me, we're going to try to make sure he never bothers you again.
How?
Well, we're going to be moving back in the house shortly, and I promise you, we will not let him anywhere near you.
Definitely.
Make sure she understands that.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I am perfectly capable of carrying on my own conversation. Thank you very much. Celia?
All I want is for him to leave me alone. I just want to live my life quietly with Grant. Seems like even that's impossible.
What do you mean you're not having problems with Grant, are you?
No, not really. It's just that he acts so strange.
How? What way?
It's hard to pin down. I shouldn't have said anything. Grant and I will be just fine.
And we have all been through it, Celia. I mean, the first few months of marriage are always difficult adjustments for anyone to make. Believe me, I know.
What adjustments? I don't remember any adjustments.
My advice is for you to just be calm, and everything is going to be fine.
You're right. Of course. I'll be just fine.
Well, you know that we're all family, and we have your welfare at heart.
I don't know how she can say that without bursting into laughter.
Easily. I know from experience.
I'll be fine, Monica. Really. I feel a lot better just after having talked to you. Tell Edward I was sorry for running out, and I'll see you all soon.
Okay. See you later. Bye-bye. She is fine, and she will see us all soon.
My heart leaps with anticipation.
Mine, too.
Yes, this is Celia Putnam. It's extremely hot in our suite. Is the air conditioner working? I see. Well, when will it be fixed? Fine. Thanks.
Hey, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I had 2 patients, and then I had to confer with Grant.
Oh, that's all right. You and Dr. Putnam are kind of close, aren't you?
Well, of course. Orthopedics and physical therapy go hand in hand.
Yeah. He's a good doctor, isn't he?
Good?
Call X-ray staff.
No, Grant Putnam is the best. Truly. He's wonderful.
As a doctor?
Yes.
Would you say that he's the best, truly wonderful as a human being?
Yes, I would. Decidedly.
Would you mind telling me why?
Well, he's absolutely brilliant. He's had the very best education and training.
Anything else?
He's kind, he's considerate, he's devoted to his wife, he's a totally dedicated professional. Luke, why are you suddenly so interested in Dr. Putnam?
Celia, what are you doing?
What does it look like?
I have no idea. You're obviously drinking.
So?
It's so early in the day. That's not like you.
Well, the day has been full of surprises.
Why? What happened?
Nothing. I don't want to talk about it.
Darling, something's obviously upsetting you. I'd like to help.
I am not upset.
I think you are. And why don't you come and sit down on the sofa, relax, and we'll talk about it.
Now you sound like Monica and all the rest of them. Relax, Celia. Just settle down, Celia. I don't want to relax, Grant. I just want to be upset. If I want to be upset, I can be upset, just like anyone else.
Please don't sit in the window like that. It's very dangerous.
So what?
Seize on a moment when her death will look like an accident. Seize on a moment when her death will look like an accident.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.